And Dr. Fakhoury, was the targeting of Iran's supreme leader something you'd say was lawful as far as international law is concerned?
Listen, it's very clear. The international law is very clear in this side. Targeting head of states is a clear violation of international law, clear violation of United Nations Charter, clear violation of all kind of international norms. I think it's not acceptable, whatever the circumstances. If United States believe that they want to eliminate any leaders, I think Security Council at least should take a decision, not a unilateral decision by President Trump. I think we have a clear violation of international law, but at the same time, you have to be very, very careful. Why? Because now Iran from other side, because now Iran, they are talking about self-defense, because this is two sides actually of this scenario. Actually, let me clarify first of all, because Iran, they decided to retaliate, right? Before anything else, I want just to make very important point here clearly that United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and all the Gulf states are not part of this war. So the Gulf states are not part of this war, and this is very important that we have to emphasize here. Their position has consistently, Mr. Tom, been call for de-escalation, for stability, and for diplomatic solution. So from a legal and diplomatic perspective, we must distinguish between the right of self-defense and the way self-defense is exercised. Now, under international law, since we are talking about international law, every state has the right to defend itself. It is if it's attacked. However, this principle that the self-defense is recognized in Article 51, and I think this is very famous article of the United Nations Charter. However, self-defense is not unlimited. It must, I repeat it twice, it must respect clear rules, especially necessity, proportionality, and distinguish. So if a response leads to the targeting of civilian areas, or if missiles passes through or endanger the airspace of a neighboring country, then serious and legal and diplomatic questions arise. So Gulf states, including United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia, have made it clear that their sovereignty and their airspace must be respected. They do not accept that their territory or their skies be used to be as a corridor for regional confrontation. So yes, Iran has the right to defend itself. Yes, a state may claim that the right of self-defense, that there is no doubt about that, but that defense must be precise, proportional, and respecting international law. It cannot put civilians at risk. It cannot violate the sovereignty of neutral states. So the position of Arabian Gulf states has been consistent: reduce escalation, protect civilians, respect international law, and return to diplomacy. So stability in the Gulf is a collective responsibility, and no country in the region benefits from